today's video we are going to talk about negativity and to take action against negativity. Okay, so today's video is pretty important, and I have also I had done a video on negativity. Actually, that was my first video. Yeah, I've been trying things out lately. Like, I've been trying different things. If you have seen my previous videos, you know that I have tried some things out here and there. And now I'm just, I tried to do a presentation way of doing things. Then that didn't work out as well. Like, I wasn't liking the presentation thing personally. Okay. So I dropped the presentation thing. Now I'm only focusing on one thing, that is to just, to show my face and to not show any presentations and show annotations. Actually, there'll be like annotations here or there. That's the best way to actually help you guys and for you to take notes. It's easier to take notes. I assume that you guys are taking notes of these things because these things are very important. Like, you should take down notes. If you're not, just see the annotations there. Like, everything is in bite size, so you can just quickly note the annotations before they fade away. So you can do that. So take notes. Taking notes is very important. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about negativity. I felt that in that video some things were left behind, some things that I should have talked about a little bit more in depth and I did not. So I'm gonna talk about it in this video. Basically, I'm just gonna talk about how to take action and why taking action is so necessary when it comes to negativity. So let's just start this video right now. Okay, so let's start this video. In this video, as I've told, we have to talk about negativity. Now, before, in the previous video, I talked about the 3 keys towards negativity. I would have said things like reflect on yourself, that your beliefs are the result of your thoughts and your environment influences your thoughts and all that, right? So what I'm going to talk about is why action is so important when it comes to negativity. Many people think that, to remove negativity, you have to just think more positively, just start to randomly just throw random positive things out. It does not work that way, and plus many people think about this thing, that how do you actually take care of negativity? Like, how do you get rid of negativity? It's a question that many people have in their minds, and that's quite natural. And again, I'll tell you the quick and easy way to go through it. Okay, and it's not that easy, as I say. It is gonna be a little bit hard, but it's the easiest and straight path towards getting out of negativity. That is to take action. Like, seriously take action. And when I say take action, I'm not saying that you should take action for everything that makes you feel negative. Like, a person makes you feel negative, take action towards them and all that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying take action towards changing that negativity, because most of us, we think that we want to get rid of negativity, but we don't do anything to get rid of that negativity. Or even if we try to do something, we do it in the wrong sense. I'm talking about taking action towards yourself and the things that you have in control. Your friends are something that you have a control on. Who is your friend? You decide who becomes your friend and who is not your friend. If you see that your negativity is being sprouted from your friends, you get to know that your friends are people with a lot of negativity and a lot of laziness or whatever it may be, something that you don't like about yourself. You see it in your friends as well, because you befriended it because probably of those characteristics that you also saw in them. Now it's a time where you want to change yourself and you want to get rid of that negativity which has been bothering you for so long, and then you notice that, oh my god, my friends also like this. That is when you have to take the firm decision to distance yourself from your friends. I know it seems to be a bit harsh, but distancing yourself is one of the ways. Another way, I'll tell you, if you think that they're really dear to you and they're like, really close to you, you don't have to distance exactly. Like, what you can do is that you can try to accept the fact that they are negative and just not bother about their negativity, or just stop expecting that they'll be a little bit more positive when you say that you should be more positive. Because usually what happens is that once you have this realization, you would not want to abandon your friends. Obviously, you would not want to distance yourself from your friends, because it's a hard thing. Many people can't distance themselves from their friends, unlike me. Okay, if you ask me, I have not had any problem distancing myself from friends that have not, helped me in my growth. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. Seriously. People will be like pointing figures right now that who the hell are you? What the hell? Don't you have heart? I have a heart. Okay. I did not find any problem distancing myself from friends. Don't know why. Anyways, if you have like really, really best friends who are, very dear to you and they're negative, just try to accept the fact that they are negative and they are who they are. So don't go on the spree to try to change them, okay? Don't try to change them. Oh, this guy's like this, I'm gonna change the person because I want that person in my life. Don't do that. I have tried to do it many times. I have tried to do it in with every single person. Okay, don't do that, because when you try to do that now, you're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna hurt yourself and you're gonna hurt the other person as well, because you are trying to make that person change. You're trying to force that person to change when the person doesn't find anything wrong in themselves. See, understand this, that as long as the person does not find anything wrong in themselves, or they don't see that being negative is something wrong, you can't change them. Okay, free will, that's their will. They don't want to change. Don't force them to change just because you want to be around them, so you're gonna make them change. That is not the way to go. Seriously, not the way to go. If you're doing that, if you're making people do things in a certain way just because you want to stick around with them and you also want them to change, you can't do both things. Okay, you can't cry about it at the same time make them change. Okay, you have to understand, you have to pick one thing. You can't keep them at the same time try them to make them to change. Okay, either you change them or you keep them as friends. I've always seen this happen. You have to choose between the two. Either you keep them as friends or either you try to change them, because as soon as when you try to change them, you will no longer be a friend. You'll be like a teacher, a mentor, a parent kind of a thing, because you will go in that line of person who wants good for them but not necessarily care about what they think of you. As soon as you go on those lines of trying to change them, what's going to happen is that you're going to lose your friendship or your relationship with that person. Okay, if you're trying to change another person, don't do that. Okay, and this is in the case that your source of negativity is that person. Okay, if you think that people around you are the source of negativity, which is making you think in a negative way, then first of all, try to accept them. If they are really dear to you and you don't want to separate and distance yourself, try to accept them for who they are and don't expect anything positive in return. Keep that expectation that they won't be able to have anything positive, so I can't say anything to them, or you start to distance yourself, whichever is easier for you to do. Okay, and both, I'll tell you personally, both of them are really hard. Okay, distancing yourself as well as trying to accept the fact that they are who they are. Both of them are hard, but both of them are the right way to do it. I don't want you to go and fall down on those loopholes. Okay, if you don't want to get back into this state of negativity, you have to take action. That's why I'm saying that these are the two ways of taking action. Which one you take doesn't matter, but you have to take it. Okay, there is no middle. You can't do this thing that you distance yourself at the same time you're a friend, or you want to change them at the same time you're a friend. You can't choose two paths. You have to choose only one at a time. Okay, you have to choose between the two, whether you want them and accept the fact that that's who they are, or you distance yourself from them. Choose one. You can't do both. Okay, so understand this is very important, and this is when I'm talking about the source of negativity. Now, many of you might be thinking, where is my negativity coming from? Or isn't it that my negativity or my negative thoughts are inherently mine? Nothing is yours, in the sense that your thoughts are not truly yours. I'll tell you why is it that. Most of us, our thoughts are not truly ours. The reason why that is because our thoughts are the product of our beliefs, Our beliefs are a product of our experiences, and our thought, and that's how the chain goes there. Okay, and our thoughts are also a product of our environment. Okay, how the environment responds and how the environment is going to affect your thoughts. Your thoughts also going to be affected by your beliefs. Your beliefs are affected by your experiences, things that you have gone through in life. On those basis, you're going to make a belief, and those beliefs are going to affect your thoughts. So first understand this, that you have to find the source of negativity towards yourself, negativity towards life, negativity towards anything. Find the source of that negativity. That's number one. Before you even go and separate and all that thing, before you do any of that, number one is to first see what's the source of negativity. If you don't know what's the source of negativity, you're gonna go blindfolded and you will just start like throwing darts at things. Okay, you don't want to be blindfolded while you're throwing a dart on the dartboard, because you can hurt anyone with that. Okay, your decisions are power, and with power comes responsibility. Okay, your decisions are literally gonna shift things in your life and also make and break people around you. So you have to be very careful with that. And I think so that's why many people don't take action. There are two reasons why many people don't take action. One, it's uncomfortable. Second, it's scary. And power has been a scary thing for many people, because when you take a decision, you actively change your life and as well as the life of people around you. That's why it's so mind-numbingly powerful. That's why people might be afraid of that and might not even know that they're afraid of it. They might say that I don't want to do it for some or the other reason, but that just not maybe the reason. It could be because you're afraid or you're uncomfortable from taking action. But you have to take action. If you want to defeat that negativity and be better and be more positive, you have to take that action. The action to change your life. The action to control what happens in your life. The action to be in a positive environment where you can be positive and be your best self. All that is very important. Okay, because you always need a reliable person to talk to you and make you understand these things. And that is what's happening. You are listening to me and you're getting this advice that you can't take both sides. You have to decide one, and you have to find the source of your negativity. Okay, let's continue on the first one. Find the source of negativity. How do you find the source of negativity? Now this one is simple. Okay, understand your thoughts are your product of your environment or your beliefs. So you have to just pay attention to your thoughts, what's going on in your head. Okay, and I have made 3 or 5 steps for that in my previous videos. Okay, go check those previous videos out, because those previous videos are gonna tell you the steps to be more self-aware. For knowing what's going in your thoughts, you have to be more self-aware. Okay, how do you be more self-aware? I've given the steps for that in my previous videos. Go check that video out, see what the steps are, and start applying it so that you know what's your source of your negativity. Once you know what your thoughts are comprising of, I want you to then see what's the main topic of your negative thought. Is the main topic of your negative thought towards a person, towards yourself, towards something? I want you to distinguish what's the topic, okay, that you're talking about or thinking about. If the topic is of a person, that means that negativity is coming from the person. Okay, either it's coming from the person or it's coming from your beliefs of who the person is. It's always not the case that your person is in fact the problem. It's your belief about that person that's the problem. Okay, while I say this, also keep it in mind that 10% of things in your life are circumstantial, even thoughts. Okay, and 90% is your own doing, your own beliefs. Okay, so be more strict towards your belief than other people. Okay, don't always blame it to the environment. Okay, that I'm thinking negatively, that means someone is negative, someone's this, something's that. Don't go on blaming your environment for what you're thinking. It's usually the case that it's our belief that has led us on that path, okay, of thinking negatively. And for many people, I have noticed this, pattern where negative thinking becomes such a daily thing that they start to obsess over negativity, that they like to find negativity just because they want to justify their thoughts, their thoughts, their actions, why they behave in a way. Many of us who ask questions, we need justification for our behavior, so we try to find it through different ways. And that's why when you are regular in this negativity pattern, you try to actively seek out negativity so you can think more negatively. It's a really, really weird, man. It's a really weird pattern, just how the mind works. Okay, so let's go back and let's talk about the first thing. Find the source. Be more self-aware about your thoughts, then you'll find the source. Target the source. That's the third point, okay? Target the source. Now, how do you target the source? Now that we know the third point is to target the source, that is to bring change towards that source that you're going to talk about. If it's a belief about yourself, then the only way to change that belief is to put a positive belief in place of that negative belief. Now you can do it through multiple ways. I've given a lot of tactics for that as well. Okay, if you go on my first video ever on the 3 keys, you will find that tactics towards dealing with that. Okay, so check that video out as well. That's one of my oldest video, I think. So that's my first video. Again, also another thing, I've been planning to actually retake those videos because those videos are not that well done. So I'll try to retake those videos. Anyways, so let's move forward. How to target those negative sources. If it's a person, if you are 110% sure that I know that it's this person who's making me think negatively, then the option that you're left with is to either distance yourself or to accept the fact that that is who they are and just continue on and not expect much, so you won't be affected that much. These are the 2 ways. You have to pick one. Don't pick both, pick one. Okay, if it's someone that you really, really are close to, then choose this one. Accept the fact that they are like that and continue without expecting much. That is the easiest way to not be affected towards the negativity. Second is to distance yourself. Okay, if it's I'm just gonna put out a random case out there. If it's the case that you are with a person who's very dear to you, but at the same time the person is very violently negative to you, like in the sense that the person is abusive and violent and aggressively negative. Anyone or anything who is aggressively negative, I would definitely recommend you to go for the second decision, that is to distance yourself. You have to distance yourself with the person who's aggressively negative or very violently negative. Okay, be it whoever it is in this world, anyone who is violently and aggressively, and when I say aggressively, it's like physically negative to you, where it's going to the point where he's shouting his heart out and he's like completely depressing you. Try to distance yourself from that person. Okay, and if it's a near and dear one who menially once here or there says negative things and they have a negative mindset, which is not something violent or physical, then you would want to take the second path. Okay, try to take the second path. If the second path doesn't work, try to take the first path. Okay, don't take both at the same time because it will be like a disaster. I have done it. Okay, so don't take both the paths, take only one path. Okay, and this is in the case if the negative source is a person or a thing in your environment. Okay, remember that if it's your belief, try to replace it with a positive belief through affirmations and whatnot. Okay, check the other video out, the first video out on how to deal with that. If it's your belief, then change your belief. If it's your environment, then distance yourself or accept the fact that that is how the environment is. And don't be scared about the second way. Don't think that if I accept it, then I'll be stuck in it. It's not that. You won't be stuck in it if you accept it. What happens if you accept it? You let it go and it no longer affects you. And then you will start to change your life little by little by little, to the point where you can even desire to move yourself up from the person. If you feel that that's about it and I actually want to get rid of the person, you can get rid of the person. If you feel that you don't want to get rid of the person, you want to stick, that means option 2. If you do want to keep up with the person, don't take option 1, option 2. If you want to get rid of the person, option 1. Okay, you can always take option 1, you can switch, but never take both. Okay, always remember, never take both. So let's take a quick recap among taking action. Okay, all these things will take action. Okay, or for doing these things you have to take action. Action taking is inevitable. You have to do it at one point of your life. Whenever you have to do it, you have to do it. If you don't do it, then there will be a moment in your life where you will be shocked into existence or reality, where you will just be dumped, like reality will take a big huge dump on you, and that is when you realize things are going south, and that is when the alarm rings in your head and you start doing things. Either that happens or you take action proactively and start to change things early on. Okay, you have to choose which one is better for you. That's all. Okay, good. Now let's take a quick recap on what we said today. First is to identify the negative source. Once that you have identified the negative source, second is to, and how do you do that? Second is to actually be aware of your thoughts. First is to identify that source through your thoughts, and then the third one is to target that. How do you target that? Change your belief and do the thing. These are 3 things. I guess, yeah, these are the 3 things that I talked about in this video. At this moment, when things flow, in your mind is that in that constant flow of thoughts, you just start to speak things, and you are so excited that you just lose track of where you're talking. So I think so these were the 3 things: source, be aware, and then target those sources and change this. The third one takes action. Okay, in all these steps you have to take actions, but the actions will be in varying degrees. Okay, nothing gets done by not taking action. Okay, if you want to get things done, if you want to be better in your life, you want anything good to happen in your life, you have to take action. That's how the world works. Okay, and that's how you have to move with the world. Seriously. And once you take action, you'll no longer be afraid of taking action, and it will no longer be fearful or uncomfortable for you. Believe me. And it will feel amazing. You will feel amazing whenever you take an action. It will get converted into that. It will take time, but it will get converted into that. And once it gets converted into that, things will be sorted. Things will be good. Finally, good things will happen to only those who take action. Not to the ones who wait, not to the ones who dream, but the ones who actually take action and move towards good things. Okay? This is my message for you. Okay, and I hope that you have a good day. I hope that you learned a lot from this video and you have been getting a lot of value from these videos. I always try to make my videos in a way that it would help you get the maximum benefit and wisdom and advice from my side, having gone through all the things that I have gone through at such a short span and an early span in my life. I feel that it's my task to help you guys out there, whoever it is that is watching my video. Okay, I'm really grateful to you watching my video and learning from it. Please learn from it. These are videos which I'm making on the regular for you to learn. Okay, so I hope that you have a good day. Remember these learnings, take notes, take these things down, remember, take action, do the things that you have to do. Okay, and I'll see you in my next video. And I'll see you in the next video or podcast. Also remember to check out the PDF guides. I always keep on making new PDF guides for you guys. Always check the description. Check the description for the thing. Okay, I almost forgot the description thing. Check the descriptions. Okay, check the description. I have given a recap of my own notes. Check the PDF guides out. Join the group if you haven't. Join the VIP group where you will meet like-minded people, and get in touch with me if you want more help. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.